Hey everyone, welcome back to another HTML5 tutorial. Today we're going to learn how to make a basic platformer in HTML5. So to start off with, we need the brackets. We need to click on the notepad first. But we'll get there. I'd say we can make a decent platformer, give or take 5-10 minutes. As long as you can bang out speed typing, as long as you can follow exactly what I'm saying, you should be able to get on the lines of what's happening and just general HTML5. So we're going to put in HTML here. We're going to close it off. Seeing that we're making a platform, you don't need the meta if thing at the top, so that's perfectly fine. We'll sort that out later. It's something to do with car lining wood slats and something to do with the coordinate. It's all math, so I'll get into all of that later or make a separate video. So basically we want to define the code itself, so we go define.java.assets. So this basically makes it so anything that runs through Java will check HTML and run through it as well. So it's just that, say for example, if you're not using Chrome normally supports a lot of HTML5 information, especially for platformers. If you've got Java on your computer, it should just be able to run it straight away perfectly fine. What you want to do as well is we want to just close brackets off at the end, just so the code doesn't fuck up, Right, so basically, what we're going for is a 2D platformer. So we're going to want some width. We're going to say for example, the normal YouTube size. So we're going to go width, little dash, my 1280, and then little comma, my 720. And you want to close that off with a bracket, and I forgot to open the bracket up when it actually gets to the number. And then you click space. That's going to be basically the general resolution for the size. So we're just going to then type in, we want, say, 10 by 34 pixels. So this is going to define the basic elements to the game. So that's going to be basically a border, so that's going to go around and just be that thick. We're also going to put X and Y. This will determine the X and Y axis, and then obviously let's say 1280 by 720. We want the corners, so that'll be 35 by 98, and obviously we'll close that bracket off there and close the tags off. So basically that's just going to define. I've not done comments in ages. Is that? I think that's a comment. Yeah, that's sound. So that's a comment. So we're just basically going to call that. I can't even spell. Border width. So, and it's also being set as well. So you just want to put some comments just to generally go along with it and just make sense of it really. So we're actually going to do some in HTML5 based CSS rather than fucking off and fucking about with a CSS style sheet. We're going to make a very own style sheet within it. So we're going to go CSS style, and then we'll close that bracket off, and then we'll type in pixel. We want this resolution to be I'll always say 50, but 80 it's always going to be a high quality. It might over render, but like I say, we've got the Java assets in it, so if pretty much you'll need to have Java. You don't need to have Java if you're not going to be using Java or you want it to completely run off HTML5. Just literally put 50. But for this tutorial, we're actually going to put 80 because, well, yeah, I just generally want to do this. So then we'll close that off, and obviously we didn't open that up like a pleb. And then obviously we're just going to put, I don't know, what do we want? I'm thinking red borders, so we'll just refer to that, and then so this basically just refers to the link above. Okay, so we've got the pixel assets, and I will want these to be I bought an American keyboard, and they're obviously completely different. I think it's a Japanese board actually, but just in English, and it's all everything's fucked up and you can hardly find it. It's just annoying for code, Anyway, we want this to be red. always remember the capital letters, because this can actually impact the whole, processing of the code. And obviously we just want to close it off with a double bracket. If you've not got any other, no, not a double bracket, sorry, I've only got one bracket open, always remember your brackets, And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to split this video into 2 parts, so the other part will be up tomorrow sometime, but we're just going to get the general border worked out, and we're going to basically generate a character. So we want to generate asset. Normally it would be assets, but it doesn't really matter in this case. That's not spelled correctly. Rather than using asset, we'll use, because obviously this is going to be like the user generated tag, so you can pretty much use whatever you want. So I don't know what we're going to use. Let's just say main char, so that's obviously main character, and then we will open up brackets and we will make it, we want the arrow key, so function, and then we'll put and then we'll put 4, just because that's 4 keys you want, and then we'll open that up. Up is just up basically, so you need to put up twice, because obviously in HTML5 all the arrow keys are actually based on what they're called. So obviously you want right, comma, damn it, right, left, left, and then down, down. Okay, so basically what we've got at the moment is we have a, the main character will actually be invisible at the moment. The only reason for this is because we've not actually linked it to any kind of pixel. So what we're going to do now is just type that in, and we're going to put just character, the main character, and then obviously that's with controls. So we've got the control set up, and we've got a basic border. One thing we need to do now that's pretty much left, that's pretty much necessary, is collision. So we're going to put col, and obviously this is going to be with main chart, and we'll close those off, and then that will also be with width, because I know width is normally a tag, but seeing that we're doing it like this and we've already put the assets down, width is literally going to be this. You can change this, it's not that hard. What you'll need to do now is, if you're going to actually make or generate style sheets with width, what you'll need to do is you'll need to just customize it and put something like width, style sheet or something like that, or just width S, or anything that's just not width basically. So you want to be doing this. Okay, so I forgot to fucking open case, like some kind of delve, and obviously we want that to collide with width. Obviously col is the protocol within HTML5, so that's what you'll be wanting. And we've got width, and so main chart collide with width, and then obviously we want it to bounce. This bounce function will basically make it, oh, wrong thing. The bounce function basically makes it so when it hits it, it'll bounce, but we don't want this to do any basically do any bounce. It'll just basically stop it, and it won't be able to go through the actual object. So we'll go X, Y, and then we'll put 0 in brackets. So now we have a basic game. In the next episode I'll show you how to put it all together. So say for example render it, just make it all out and actually put it into your web browser, and also we'll be showing you how to just generally split this off into its own style sheet just to make it look a lot better, and just generally do a few more things, import the character assets, make something on Photoshop and actually import it in. So anyway guys, hope you've enjoyed the video. Hopefully you can copy this down, and there'll be a link in the description for the next tutorial on how to actually get this all working and up and running. So anyway guys, yeah, hope you've enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys later.